Share with you our song. Sit back, listen. I know you sit back, listen. Kindergarten, but now there's an opportunity for you to listen. This year we have a really fabulous opportunity, the first time ever in ISL history, that the class song, what will be sung. And one of your classmates graciously share her talent with you in her interpretive dance, Treasure of your class song.
Right away. beautiful. Thank you, Treasurer. That was for that wonderful rendition of this land. That wonderful rendition of this land. This is the your land. This is the mic I need to go.
Is that better? Is that better?
Well, if you didn't hear me before, thank you, Treasurer.
Well,
If you didn't hear me before, thank you, Treasurer. That was beautiful. For this land,
Thank you,
teachers, for this land. Somebody sang it. I got a little choked up there. Somebody sang it. I got a little choked up there. Several of them say that a cappella by myself. A cappella by myself. All of the children sometime. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and board, it is my absolute pleasure. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you to the International Grade Promotion Ceremony. This year has been remarkable in so many ways. I'm up there in my mask. There is so much to be grateful for. There is so much to be grateful for. That we, unlike last year's eighth grade class are together at the Lions, we get to share together, and we get to share no less modified, but no less important eighth grade. I would like to extend a very special and warm welcome to our watching parents and family members who are watching from home. You have played a remarkable role in shaping these amazing, resilient, and determined, resilient, young people. They are today. They are today. For trusting ISL. Thank you for trusting ISL with their students. I am enormously proud. I am enormously proud of every one of you and every. I look forward in the future. I look forward to hearing about the many accomplishments. As you move through high school. As you move through high school years, a lot of you come back. During the high school years, a lot of you come back. Also, when you go to college, come on back. Go to college. Tell us what you're doing. Come on back. And beyond, tell us what you're doing. One of your teachers, principals on the streets, and you remember what we look like, but you've changed so much. We don't remember what you look like anymore. Stop us and say, hey, it's me, it's Riley. And this is what I'm doing right now, because that's what wakes us up in the morning. That's why we come here and do this work, so that we can spend our time with all of you and see where your education and your hopes and your dreams take you into the future. So welcome, and I would like to welcome Isabel up to the stage.
Good morning, family and faculty members, fellow students and friends. Thank you and welcome. I would first like to start off this speech by apologizing to my family members, especially my mother and father, who had no clue I was delivering this speech today. Pride, Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. Today is an exciting day. I don't know if you all know me, but I'm Isabel Chaplin. We spent 9 years of school together at ISL. I've spent all my time at the Uptown campus, while others here have spent their beginning years at the Bunch and Olivier campuses. I would also like to congratulate everyone for being here today. This year was not easy in the slightest. We had many problems facing us this year: the pandemic, online schooling, Google Classroom, all of the seemingly endless assignments, and let's not forget everyone's favorite middle school picture day. We still managed to get here today, the day that wouldn't get here soon enough, the day that you all, including myself, have patiently waited for, and now it's finally here. For me, I never thought this day would come. We all hoped for its quick arrival and crossed days off our calendars, and now that the day has finally arrived, I'm very sorry it is, because it means leaving a world filled with friends who have inspired me, teachers who have been my mentors, and so many people who have helped shape my life as well as the students I see today. ISL and the many people that have filled these halls have given me and many other students new opportunities, experiences, lessons, and even friendships that I hope I can keep forever. I now realize how much I'm going to miss the days of speaking in Chinese, or in times when we would go out to the field to collect data, even if it was just simple moments like spending recess and lunch with my friends. I will also specifically remember these past 3 years of middle school, years that I would label as gratifying and slightly terrifying all at the same time. These next years will come with new difficulties and adaptations, but we are all prepared to face whatever comes our way. In these past 3 years, we We have all found new ways of learning and how to deal with the increasing risks and pressure. For example, the first year of middle school. It was almost similar to the first day of kindergarten, but with less nap time and finger painting. There were new teachers and new experiences, and that first year of middle school, we encountered new possibilities and playing fields. But at that point, everyone was primarily concerned with computer games. As time passed on with our second year, we were finally beginning to understand how to navigate our way through middle school. Until one day, we were suddenly being interrupted by a global pandemic. In the immortal words of Will Smith, life got flipped, turned upside down. This was an incredibly big change, however we all dealt and adapted in actual situations. This year of ups and downs, like many of its setbacks, in some ways pushed us forward and prepared us for the future ahead. Yes, this year of 8th grade gave more responsibilities, but there was also more freedom to explore ourselves, our interests, our capabilities. And yes, there were way more complications. One day our lives were normal, and the next day started to resemble zombie apocalypse then. However, as many people along the way would tell us, we persisted and persevered, and we did. In this final year of middle school, I have been taught many life lessons that I think I will carry with me through my years going forward. Lessons that taught me that setbacks do not define a new person. It's how we get back up, persevere up our shoulders, and persist in our goals that will count. Or the fact we are exactly where we're meant to be, or perhaps you're not. Who knows? But you're the only place you can be in the world and history right here, right now. These middle school years, I feel as though, like many others, I grew as a person. I feel if I would have told myself that I was giving a speech in front of the entire middle school class and faculty in just a couple of years, I probably would have had a heart attack. When I look back on who I was, not even when I started elementary school, but when I started grade 7, I've come such a long way, and I think that all of today's students here can relate. In a few months, we're going out to the world to face the largest change yet, high school. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty anxious myself, and I'm fairly certain that many of these students here can relate. However, we face new challenges, changes and challenges every single year. From global crises to new habits and ways of living. Every single one of us has come through every single time. Of course, without the support of many people, especially in the past few years, we would have struggled majorly. This is why I would like to say thank you to all the ISL staff, from our principal to every teacher. Thank you for helping to shape our lives in such a fundamental way. Thank you to all the parents and family members who guided us and supported us along the way, helping with our assignments even though at times we couldn't understand them. And finally, thank you to all the friends that gave us a reason to laugh every day, no matter what we were going through. I would like to end this speech with a quote from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, we'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did do. So throw up the ball lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, maybe discover. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think your words were exactly the right words to hear in this moment. So I am tasked today with the keynote address. And keynotes are supposed to be something where I sort of summarize the whole experience for you and give you sort of a message, all right? So at the end of this, there's going to be a quiz. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to tell me what the message is, all right? In 1786, Scottish writer Robert Burns published a poem entitled "To a Mouse." This poem ended up having a phrase within it that is so often paraphrased that its origin is obscure. You might hear a phrase that goes something like this: "Best laid plans and all that," when something goes contrary to planning. What Burns actually says, however, feels rather appropriate in this moment. And so I want to read a stanza from the poem. "But little mouse, you are not alone. Improving foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes of mice and men go often awry, and leave us nothing but grief and pain for promised joy." There is no doubt that many things that the 2020-2021 school year has taught us, one of them is that even the best planning often goes sideways. This was not the culminating year at ISL that any of us dreamed or planned for you. I had planned for you to have a middle school dance in both 7th and 8th grade. But the best laid schemes of mice and men go often awry. I know your teachers had really been planning to reclaim the glory by beating you at the 2020 holiday hoopla after you beat them in 2019. But the best laid schemes of mice and men go often awry. I know you had planned to finally get your first choice for enrichment and fabulous fortnight, now that you were finally in 8th grade, just like I said you would back in 6th grade. But the best laid schemes of mice and men go often awry. I know your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins all planned to be in this gymnasium with you for this moment. How much better it would have been if our world had not been gripped by this global pandemic, if our lives hadn't been so thoroughly disrupted. And yet, I am here to tell you that about the only thing that you can count on in life is that there will be disruption, and that the best laid schemes of mice and men go often awry. In my mind, knowing this now, as you do, means that you can plan for it. The disruption, I mean. Because this will not be the last time in your life you experience a disruption, major disappointment, or when your best designed schemes or plans don't go as intended. I think this is why J.R.R. Tolkien writes in The Hobbit that it does not do to leave a live dragon out of your calculations if you live near one. The lesson of the global pandemic is we all live near a dragon. And so our best bet is to expect to meet one from time to time. Fortunately, you have already mastered the skill of including dragons in your calculations. From your first day of school at ISL, you have been learning how to adjust your expectations and calculate for dragons. Think back. Can you remember what you thought school would be like? Do you remember what you had planned on that very first day? I mean, you might simply have planned to say good morning to your teacher and to introduce yourself in English, only to be met with someone who maybe didn't even speak the language and greeted you instead in French or Spanish. Well, so much for best laid plans. And so you started to calculate for dragons. And just when you thought you had this all figured out, and you are about to cruise into the end of 7th grade and right into that 8th grade year you had been planning and thinking about, COVID reared its head, and there went all your best laid plans. And yet, here we are. You are being promoted. We are seeing you off with pride in all that you have accomplished. All the greater pride because you have navigated a route that was not planned and arrived at your destination even stronger. We will, all of us, everywhere around the globe, remember this time of pandemic and cherish the people who helped us through it. Take a moment to think about the people who help you navigate the terra incognita of learning during a pandemic, such as your family, friends, and teachers. It is important to take a moment to reach out to them and express your gratitude. I am so very proud of you and everything you have accomplished. We have made this difficult journey together, and I will never forget our unplanned struggles and triumphs. Congratulations. I am now going to invite Coach D to come up, and we are going to start the reading of names. Everyone knows what they need to do at this time. Your job, 8th graders, soon to be 9th graders, is to watch Coach D when she signals to you so you know when to go and listen for your name. 8th grade crew leaders, if you can come over to this side of the stage so you are ready. Ms. Samuelson, can you help me? Please. Thank you. Here we go. Lorena Alvarez. Ana Maria Andrade. Riley Baptiste. Reina Vargas. Cedric Bollier. Samuel Beckberg. Santana Brazil. Nyla Bridges. Cameron Brown. Kyrie Brown. Walea Bush. Corey Kahn. Maya Cancelo. Isabel Chaplin. Jasmine Child. Ivana Clark. Antonina Colburn. Sidon Coleman. Celeste Cooks. Juliana Crook. Jonathan Cueva Gomez. Corey Davis. Tyrese Davis. Antonio Despanza. Cameron Despanza. Micah DeTiege. William DeZara. Amelia Duffy. Chloe Durrell. Leonardo Foster. Mia Fountain. Rayon Gordon. Jaden Gray. Mateo Hammer. Ethan Hedrick. Evan Hedrick. Remy Hughes. Jaden Hunter. Cameron Jackson. Jakira Jimcoli. Jakayla Jimcoli. Kyrie Johnson. Jimmy Jones. Kai Jones. Carlos Kendrick. Wyatt Kimmel. Jordan Lane. Kyle Lewis. Jenny Liu. Wilder Loaiza. Antonio Lofton. Dylan Lewis. Oliver Lytell. Kaylee Marsh. Ileana Mokete. Brianna Mueller. Andre Osirio. Carlos Ortega Sevilla. Valeria Palencia. Sean Patterson. Kaylee Perry. London Perry. Clarice Pesnell. Bo Prey. Unique Price. Jayla Quest.
Ramirez. Jalen Rayborn. Dakati Richardson. Isaac Rodriguez. Joseph Rojas. Anaya Roussel. Eli Sanders. Sincere Searle. Deja Shelby. Brittany Sierra. Claudia Smith. Robert Squall. Sienna Stampley. Darius Torres Copeland. Joshua Treadway. Christopher Valladares. Rihanna Bell. Larissa Vasquez. Corey Waite. Tobias Ward. Jaden Warren. Jack Wilkinson. Terry Williams. Treasure Williams. Anna Wood. Anais Young. Dallas Young. Congratulations, 8th grade.
Did it. Stand up, my class of 2021, and everyone's going to give you a round of applause.